Captain Marvel trailer just dropped tonight and it's amazing yet confusing. I mean, she claims she's a noble warrior hero and then decks an old woman on a train. Okay, but seriously, the second trailer is amazing. Here's a complete breakdown of the trailer along with Easter eggs, and for the predictions I'm about to make, spoiler warning, if any of these come true, be warned. Let's wait and see. Before we begin, we're hosting an Infinity Gauntlet giveaway. All you have to do to enter is subscribe, like, and comment below your favorite Marvel superhero. Contest ends December 31st. Now to today's video.
So, Skrulls are the bad guys.
So it starts off with Nick Fury saying, so Skrulls are the bad guys. What's a Skrull? An extraterrestrial shapeshifter that's having this huge war with the Krees, the supposed good guys so far. That's all you need to know right now. Let's move on. Oh man, Captain Marvel is such a savage. She just looks at an old lady and randomly, just out of the blue, decks the glasses off her face. Whoa, when you're just about to say what the heck, the old woman pulls a Bruce Lee and kicks Captain Marvel. That's when you know the old lady's actually a Skrull shapeshifter disguised as an old lady. I hate to admit it, but I laughed when Captain Marvel smashed the old lady, aka old Bruce Lee, into a metal pole. Rest in peace. Let's move on.
A race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Nick Fury gives us a quick overview of the Krees, claiming they're a race of noble warriors and heroes. What does he mean? In a nutshell, the Krees are blue, militaristic creatures that showed up first in Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Although we don't know too much yet, we know one thing. These extremely powerful creatures are showing back up in Captain Marvel and Avengers 4. And Captain Marvel is actually a Kree. We still don't know too much about them, but that doesn't matter. Let's move on. We see Captain Marvel doing the classic slow-mo BA walk alongside a bunch of Krees. But did you notice something weird? Everyone's got blue skin except Captain Marvel. What gives? Turns out Captain Marvel is not a Kree by birth. It actually happened on accident. You remember in the last Captain Marvel trailer how it always flashed back to Captain Marvel's time as a pilot? That's her backstory. Captain Marvel's real name is Carol Danvers. She's a human that became a pilot and got recruited by NASA. Soon she rose and became the head of security at NASA. While she was working on rockets, she met some random dude named Mar-Vell that turned out to be a Kree alien in disguise. Go figure. Anyway, she fell in love, one thing led to another, and soon Mar-Vell's DNA fused with Captain Marvel's, hence giving her Kree-like superpowers. We'll explore that more later in the video. Let's move on.
Your life began the day it nearly ended. We found you.
It shows us a shot of a crashed plane. I suspect someone, likely a Skrull, shot down her plane. And if you look closely, she has this bluish, Kree-like blood coming from her nose. What the hell? I believe this is the part where Mar-Vell's DNA fused with Captain Marvel's, giving her superpowers as indicated by the blue electricity around her. Now it makes sense. Her life was supposed to end. Instead, she's gotten new superpowers. This is where she gets her powers. Let's move on.
With no memory, we made you one of us. So you could live.
It shows us a shot of what appears to be Rad-Nam, Hala, a Kree planet that the original Captain Mar-Vell was actually born on. It's clearly gold, shiny, and technologically advanced like Asgard, and it looks like it's here that Captain Marvel gets juiced up with some sort of blue steroids and unlocks her true powers. Not sure who the old lady is yet, but let's move on.
Live longer, stronger, superior.
We get a first preview of Captain Marvel's full power. It seems like she's releasing stored energy and then storing it back. If you didn't know already, this girl's like Superman. She can fly, spacewalk without a suit, and is almost invulnerable. In other words, she's gonna kick Thanos' ass. In the next shot, we see a spaceship flying to a weird planet. The planet looks like Hala. It then shows Captain Marvel with her The armor, man, that mohawk is so cool. I need one of those. It then shows her blasting away some creatures with some energy beams. These creatures look a bit like the Broods, an evil parasite-like insects that kill everything. In the comics, Captain Marvel fights them and wins. She'll probably do the same. Moving on.
You were reborn.
I keep having these memories.
It looks like this scene is where they wipe Captain Marvel's memories. If you look at the left, it looks like a really evil Skrull is trying to wipe Captain Marvel's memory. You see, Captain Marvel is struggling a bit in the scene. It then shows us a few flashbacks of her backstory as a child and pilot for the Air Force. Then we see a pivotal moment. Carol Danvers, or Captain Marvel, pulls a hang loose sign to her partner. To be honest, I think this is the crash jet we've seen earlier. It's likely this is her last flight as Carol Danvers. Who knows? Moving on.
Thing in my past is the key to all of this.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Captain Marvel is actually seeking therapy from Nick Fury. Bad idea.
Motherfucker, please.
Nick Fury drifts away with those OG sunglasses, and then we see Captain Marvel shooting an energy blast at some sort of enemy. I assume this is the same shape-shifting old Bruce Lee Skrull we saw get decked on the train. We also see what appears to be the advanced spaceship from the earlier scene. Somehow, Captain Marvel can fly it. That tells you two things. This girl's a good pilot. Number two, Nick Fury found a new getaway vehicle dash partner in crime. Just joking. Moving on.
Would you like to know what you really are?
It now seems we're seeing the Skrull invade Hala. We get a first preview of the Nemesis. The Skrull was suspected that was wiping her memory. Random Michael Bay explosion. Then we see some blue paint appear on her hand. This is actually blood, and apparently it's Captain Marvel's blood. She's asking the same question we're asking. The hell's that? A reveal of her new powers. In that pivotal moment, she was supposed to die. Instead, she became Captain Marvel. The alien dude from earlier was like, "You done, girl," and then tries to end her life and return to Lord of the Rings. Doesn't end well. Moving on.
I think I had a life here. What aren't you telling me?
You've come a long way, but you're not as strong as you think.
Okay, this scene actually reveals a lot. This is likely the scene where Captain Marvel's plane gets shot down by the Skrull, as shown by the trail of fire and smoke. We get a glimpse of her past along with her dog tag. This is where Captain Marvel's piecing together her past a little bit more. Then we see Jude Law. Now, nobody really knows who Jude Law's character really is, but a toy did give it off. He's probably Jan Rog. Although that's not confirmed, it fits the description. Jan Rog is an arrogant Kree military commander who's jealous of other people's accomplishments, especially Captain Marvel's. Look at him. He walks arrogantly and then says, "You're not as strong as you think," with armor that looks exactly like Captain Marvel's. Kinda obvious. Moving on.
This war is just the beginning.
It seems like Captain Marvel escapes that memory capsule from earlier and blasts everyone. And it's here for the first time we get a reveal of the true villain, Ronan the Accuser. Do you remember where you last saw this ugly fella? Guardians of the Galaxy. And it looks like he has some shady business on Earth, likely trying to get some more Infinity Stones. What a greedy bastard. He deserved what he got. Moving on.
I'm not gonna fight your war.
Real quick interruption, it's now touching on Captain Marvel's past. Here's a quick overview of what the flashbacks show. It shows Captain Marvel's hometown of Boston. You see a girl with a football helmet with some knee pads. That's Carol acting like an astronaut or a pilot, something she later becomes. It then fast forwards to her past as an Air Force pilot and finally lands on the day she discovers her true power. That's her life in a nutshell. Moving on.
I'm gonna end it.
Okay guys, this is insane. Man, she's going supernova in this scene, protecting the Earth from outside invaders. Moving on.
Aren't you the cutest little thing? Aren't you cute? And what's your name, huh?
Fury.
What's cute? I'll be back.
Nick Fury screwing around, Captain Marvel flying like Superman. The end. Wow, what a trailer. What scenes you guys like the most? Let me know in the comments below. And before you go, make sure you secure your spot in our Infinity Gauntlet giveaway by subscribing, liking, and commenting down below your favorite Marvel superhero. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you're having a great day.